Hey folks, welcome back to MTG Sunday Jank-Off with Ben or Break, that's me, and Albino Cheese Monkey, where we bring our Jank Standard decks against each other every week, new decks, to see who is the Jank King. So my first question as always is, Monkey, what is your deck name and colors?
Today, I will be playing Exodus, which is a Orzhov deck. White and black. Now, Ben, we've been friends for longer than I've been playing Magic.
That's true.
Which means, by extension, we've been friends the entire time I've been playing Magic. And
theoretically.
Okay. Thinking back, and knowing me and our conversations outside of the streams, you know that there's a color pairing that I like a lot, but haven't really played on stream yet. And I said it already, so I can't ask you what you think it is.
Well, if you were to ask me without me knowing, as we'll go into these matches, not knowing what decks the other person's playing, we'll do a deck review after the blind best of one. I would say Orzhov.
That's right, Ben. I'm playing Orzhov today, which is arguably the first color pair I ever fell in love with, because the first set I played was Bloomborough, and my first love was Orzhov Bats. So, I'm not playing Bats today, but nor anything like Bats.
Nothing flying, nothing flappy?
Flying, maybe. Definitely not flappy, though. More floaty.
Okay.
You'll see. It's fine.
Huh. Some spirits action?
Possibly.
We will see. Your deck will have plenty of chances to show what it's got, because I am playing Gatekeeper in the Celestia colors. That is all you will know for now. Let's resolve our mulligans. I need a mulligan.
I also need the mulligan.
All right. Proceed.
I will keep this.
This is a keep.
This is much better. It's not perfect, but it's better.
I think we can do this. This will be such fun. Behold, my Celestia land.
Behold, my fast land. And my inspector. He's new at
this. Oh, that's so much faster than my start.
He's new at this.
He is.
One of the first cards
what a
I
novice.
Loved, because the first deck I ever tried to make, part of the deep jank lore, for people who listened before, was a snake deck. And I was like, this puts 2 permanents on the board for 1 minute. I was already so good at this game, as you could tell.
Now you're thinking
card
of snakes.
Value. Yeah. Snake quotient coming soon, wherein I rate every single card in the game based on whether or not
it's snake ability.
Yeah, exactly. Do I care about your authority of the consoles? Not really.
Probably not. It's not really in the deck for your kind of playstyle, it looks like.
I'm just hitting you because I can, to be honest.
Well, what else are you gonna do?
It's true.
Behold, my gate. So don't be fooled. This is a Celestia deck. I know there's lots of colors out there, but
I don't know. I'm feeling a little fooled. It's him. It's Catcher Moses, here to lead us in the Exodus.
Oh no. Okay, so there's the name of the deck.
Yep.
You're gonna exile stuff. Oh look, there you go, exiling again. Except you didn't.
Exile. I wanted the land. It's okay.
I know you said you don't care about my authority of the consoles, but I'm still at 17 life.
It is true.
I'm gonna get myself some more gates.
This is not an aggro deck, but it is the aggro deck in this matchup.
Maybe I'm just having a really slow start with my aggro deck, man.
It's fair. That's a lot of gates.
I'm keeping the gates. I'm the gatekeeper.
Should have packed some gate hate. Maybe I did. You don't know.
Maybe you did. Oh, that was a good draw. We will start. Oh, let's make some black and some red, and play Maze Mind Tome.
Do all the guild gates have the art of the faction built into them? That is the question. Okay, the Dimir one
Probably.
is a little obvious. A little on the nose.
Yeah, which is not at all suitable for the Dimir.
The Boros one is tastefully done, I think. I haven't looked at the others yet, because I have to play.
Don't drink my ichor, man.
Oh, the
My ichor.
Azorius one is tastefully done. You know, when I realized... I'm just going to do this because it gets me a card now that Ketramos is here.
Oh, I wanted that.
Mm-hmm. I think it is annoying, so I will take the removal of it for a card.
Doesn't target enchantments.
Oh, that's right. Oh well. I'm not tired, you're tired.
Okay, now I just drew a really good card.
Now, I like this removal because it's thematic. You see, this card represents many, many centuries after the Exodus. Or maybe you could think of the things that are the relics that were contained within the Ark of the Covenant, right? So thematic.
Sure. Alright, I'm going to continue keeping some gates. And I'm going to try. This might not be worth it, but I think I got to do my best to keep you under control.
I don't actually mind that.
I know, it's going to allow you to turn on your Ketramos.
Because
But it slows you down for a turn.
the nice thing about these Ichor drinkers is that they
They
don't
exile.
have cards.
Well, enjoy your cards.
I'm, you know,
I'm enjoying my gates. I got gates, man. Gates for days!
how can you tell if an incubator will come in summon sicked or not? I can't remember. I mean, I just made these, right? Here we go. I should act like I know what I'm doing. How about that?
I'll tell you after your turn. How's that?
I think they would have come in summon sick.
Yes, you made them already.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need you and you. Actually, hang on. How much mana do I have? Quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm ready to just
think that's
lose
enough.
immediately.
It could happen.
Because of the end of the mazes.
Let's see what we've got.
10 or more gates with different names. So you're at... Nope, you already had that one. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6. The maze itself counts as one, right?
No, unfortunately. I think I'm feeling Golgari.
You're always feeling Golgari, Ben.
That's my favorite color pair. Oh,
That's a gate.
that's a gate.
I think you might have me. I think you may have janked just.
You don't have
enough.
your gate hate on board?
I don't have my gate hate on board. Your deck's just too fast.
So speedy. Poor frog. It's gone. You served faithfully. Oh man, you're bursting husks in here.
One turn too late. for the gate.
Okay. Gate count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's a good number.
Yeah.
But you know what's an even better number?
I'm about to get gate kept.
I wish there was a unique victory animation for Maze's End, like there is for Mail and Poison, but get gated, bro! This is a gated community!
Get back in your
Alright.
backyard. I'm not even mad.
Alright. That's good. Let's do it.
Once
Let's
again,
do
you found a way to kind of kill me with lands.
Yep, we're continuing the lands-based litany of win conditions. Alright, so we're doing deck review. Who would like to go first?
I want to see what you got packing. What you got
All right.
going.
Folks, hope you enjoyed that best of one. We've got some best of threes to come.
Oh, this isn't your.
For now,
This is my deck.
we should review our decks. And I'm playing, like I said, Celestia Gatekeeper. So, our win condition is Maze's End, as you saw in that last game. It's a land that enters tapped, can tap and pay 3 to search for a gate, and put it on the battlefield. If you control 10 or more gates with different names, you win the game. We have 11 gates with different names in our deck, because that's all that's in Standard. Did you all know that gates are in Standard? They weren't in the Foundation's draft boosters, but they came in some supplemental product or something, and that made its way into Arena. So we have all 10 guilds worth of gates, plus a spicy one of Thran Portal from Dominaria United, which is a gate.
Question: did you have to craft any of the gates as the resident Foundation expert?
Yeah, I think I had to craft all of them, but they're all commons, except for Thran Portal, which I already had.
That they came as part of the Foundation starter set, which came in print but didn't come in to Arena. On Arena, they gave everybody like the starter decks, the cards that were in them, and then there were the draft packs. But then there was a whole another set of like a couple hundred cards that you have to craft, and including the gates.
Well, crafted they were, and I believe I also crafted it Circuitous Route, which searches for gates. You're seeing a theme here. And I think that's the extent of our gates-related cards. All the rest, we're just trying to play cards that put additional lands into play. Lands of any type, not basic lands. We're only running 2 basic lands as a hedge against a demolition field.
Oh, the gates are also in Pioneer Masters.
Yeah, who cares about that? We're playing Standard.
Standard.
I don't know. If I was going to play a constructed format that wasn't Standard, I'd probably play Pioneer. All right, so Clifftop Lookout puts the top land card in your library into play. Spelunking puts a card from your hand into play and makes lands you control entered untapped going forward, which is very helpful when you're playing all these tapped gates, which would make 2 colors, enter tapped, which makes it pretty bad at mana fixing. Generally, you want lands that can come in untapped at least some of the time, but we're doing gates, baby. And finally, Omen Path Journey. You can search 5 land cards, exile them, and then at the end of each of your turns, put one of the random exiled ones into play. So it's very slow at gate ramp. Case Locked House, we're playing as a one-off to put more gates into play. And that is the extent of our gates-related cards. The rest of the deck is staying alive, and that's why we're playing white. We're playing green to put gates into play, and whites to not die. Our not die package is Authority of the Consuls plus Split Up, 4 ofs each. A great combination because Authority of the Consuls makes all creatures enter tapped from your opponent, and Split Up destroys all tapped creatures or untapped. We got 2 Sunfalls as our top end sweeper, some Get Lost for flexible removal for creatures, enchantments, or planeswalkers, and a spicy one of High Noon to slow down those fast spell-slinging decks. 4 Maze Mind Tomes help us find our cards and scry toward what we need. And that's gates. Monkey, take it away. Show us the Exodus.
Ah, yes, the Exodus. Let me just pull it up. Okay. Exodus is about cards in exile, hence the term. Also, play on words. Ketra Moses, Exodus. I mean, people who may or may not have grown up in a Christian Judeo country would probably recognize the reference. To the rest of you, I'm sorry. It made sense to me. So, the Ketchermos is a cool card that I wanted to build a deck around. As you know, I have many ways of janking. And this is actually combining two of my favorite ways to jank. My favorite way to jank is cool card, what's the best it can be? So that's the other part. The other part is, what is something that has been annoying me recently? And how do I stop it?
What has been annoying you recently?
Exile-based removal, man. Exile-based removal has been annoying me recently.
Who's been annoying you with exile-based removal?
Not just you, the whole ladder.
Oh, not just me.
The color blacks and white have turned against me so many times, and this deck is extremely strong against control decks that like to exile your stuff. In fact, one of my most fun games of all time was because the person either didn't read my cards, which has happened, or something, but turn 1 in game 2 of a best of 3, no less, they either sideboarded in or failed to sideboard out a ley line of my ley line, the one that exiles everything. And I'm like, thanks, I guess. And so my Ketchermos was turned on by like turn 3.
Is that
the black
Land of the Void, the black one?
Yeah. It hit the board turn 1, and I was like, thanks, I guess. I like exiling your stuff. I like exiling my stuff. I don't want graveyards. I don't want you to have graveyards. Everything goes into exile to bring out...
so then why aren't you running Leyline of the Void or Rest in Peace?
Because actually I don't like exiling my entire graveyard at once. So if you read Ketchermos, he triggers anytime one or more cards are put into exile. So the ideal card would be one that puts one card at a time in exile. Something like, I don't know, Ghost Vacuum, which is a free exile of one card on every turn. Notably,
very good.
Ketchermos only fires on my turn, so I'm trying to keep it as much as possible at sorcery speed. But you can't always get away with that on the ladder. So let's go through the cards. Basic exile package. I have several exile packages I run based on who I'm playing. And I sideboard them in and out. I start with a very generic package. Dusk Rose Reliquary for creatures and artifacts, which combos into Invasion of New Capenna. Battles are really, really good in this deck because you notably cast them for free from exile. Or more importantly, they exile themselves and then you cast for free. Which does fire Ketchermos. Very nice.
I hadn't thought about that.
So if I could find a battle that does the thing I want, I'm inclined to include it. Unfortunately, most of the battles I found were pretty subpar.
In black and white, your options are a little limited.
Exercise. I want
exercise every day, folks, or at least a couple times a week.
That's right. You don't want those spirits roaming around your house. I, however, do want spirits. We'll get to that. If you notice the other side of Invasion of New Capenna, it creates an artifact equipment that puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control that shares a creature type with it. We'll get back to that. That's not the primary win condition, but that is a win condition, which is the other reason I include Invasion of New Capenna. Caretaker's talent is a second advantage engine who works together with Novice Inspector to create artifacts to sacrifice to the Dusk Rose Reliquary and the Invasion of New Capenna and draw cards. So that's a really good thing that works. Seal from Existence is the general removal card of choice as a one of. I played with...
that's anything.
I played with Sheltered by Ghosts, and I know there's a lot of hype for that card, but every time I tried to cast it, they just killed the thing I was trying to cast it on, and I got nothing. And I got sick of it.
But hear me out.
Yes?
Sheltered on Ketchermos.
Yes. It turns him into a bit of a Voltron, though he already has lifelink. But
he's indestructible.
Yeah. So, I may or may not have 1 or 2 copies in my sideboard still.
We will see.
Legions to Ashes is the one that I would run 4 of if I could, but I can't because it's rare, and I crafted 1 of them, and that was the extent of my resources. Legions of Ashes is really, really cool. It's just the best exile spell in Orzhov that I could find.
Single target, yeah.
Single target,
It's anything.
and hits anything. Notably, I don't actually want to run Sunfall in this deck, even if I had it, because a sweeper like, say, Day of Judgment kills everything except Ketramos, which is arguably a whole lot more useful.
Yeah, I've been seeing the same in Ketramos decks.
Devouring Sugar Maul is a fun one. Notably, Adventures put themselves in exile when you cast, and
Ooh, didn't think about that either.
Well, that does not actually trigger Ketramos because the things have to go into exile. From the field or graveyard.
Deck or graveyard? Is it deck also, or just graveyard and battlefield?
Just graveyard and battlefield.
Okay.
But what it does help with is that if it has something handy on the adventure side, like Devouring Sugar Maul, who creates 2 tokens for 2 mana to both trigger the Caretaker's Talent and give me something to sack to Dusk Rose and Invasion of New Capenna, and then just sits there adding to the counter for Ketramos, and then becomes a late game win condition when Ketramos is already turned on if I need an extra push. So it's in here as a 1-of because it's ended games for me several times.
Hang on, sorry to interrupt, but is Sugar Maw a Rottenmouth Viper card?
No, but it should be.
It's 3 permanents for 1 piece of cardboard.
It really is. And well, I'll come back to that. I didn't notice I had them. I don't think I had any when I originally built Snake Food. I think these came from the most recent Wilds of Eldraine draft, the 2 copies that I have.
Okay.
2 key pieces of the engine here are Kaya, Spirit's Justice, who exiles something of yours and something of theirs. I don't care if my stuff gets exiled generally. They're usually cheap creatures that enter the board and give me stuff. I guess I'd rather Eager Drinker die first before he gets exiled. The End, I would rather have, what's the card called? The one that collects evidence and does the same thing.
Deadly Cover-Up?
Yeah, I don't own that card.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I don't know that I would play it broadly enough to spend a wild card on it, but I do have this one, so this is taking the slot of exile everything of a certain card. Just some more general exile. Day of Judgment, I talked about that. Kaya, notably, surveils, which is really nice for putting things in your own graveyard for the Ghost Vacuum.
I gotta say, Kaya is probably the least readable Planeswalker in all of Standard right now.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
I still don't know what she does, really.
So let me break it down for you.
Okay.
The big block of text...
Listen up, viewers.
rarely comes up, but this is what she does. She doesn't have an ultimate, right?
Right.
That's the big thing. So what she does is, every turn I decide, do I want her to surveil and draw a card off of Ketra, or do I want her to make a spirit token because I'm trying to push for the end of the game, or I'm trying to get a free card out of Caretaker's Talent?
Okay.
Very flexible. She also functions as removal, so you spend 2 to exile a creature of theirs. Now, if anything, under any condition whatsoever, if a creature of yours gets exiled for any reason, you can take any token you have, any of them, food, token creatures, the other kinds, clues that show up in this deck, and turn it into a copy of that creature that got exiled for that turn, and also it flies. That's what she does.
Okay, I think I got it.
That part doesn't come
We'll see.
That part doesn't come up as much as me just using her for value.
Yeah. Okay.
Ashiok,
We'll see.
on the other hand,
Ashiok.
she synergizes with Ketramos really well. She kind of shuts off the lose life effect of Ketramos, which is nice. She exiles a card kind of extra whenever he does, though you don't get an extra card out of it because it comes off your deck.
I guess it's good that Ketramos doesn't trigger off deck exiling, or else that would be a loop.
Yeah, exactly. She helps get his ticker up. Notably, he's trying to get to the magic number 7. So she contributes to that, and she also does a card draw at the same time. And then the Black Nightmare creature tokens pump themselves if something was exiled before the battle stage.
Oh, those go quick, yeah.
Yeah, and they grow very, very fast. I never fire the ultimate. It's a theoretical win con, but it doesn't matter, and I never get there. And
you might have a chance versus Gatekeeper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so a lot of
All right,
value.
is that the core of the deck?
That's the core, and then I have Huskburger as a surprise finisher. He ends games for me when he comes down. I play multiple copies because by the time I play him, he usually costs 3 mana, and a 3 mana 6/6 with Medicine Death Touch is scary.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. I had fun with that. I think a couple weeks ago in Raise the Bugs or Bring the Bugs to the Yard. That's what it was. Check it out.
And
Episode
I have
8 probably.
one copy of Cease and Desist, which usually lives in the sideboard and may or may not be here because I know who I'm playing against today.
Hang on, you're not allowed to pre-board. Scalawag, I don't pre-board.
Okay, what he's actually in here as a one of is when I'm on the ladder, the 2 life gain and extra card and extra. The 2 life gain offsets the life loss from exiling a card from a graveyard that you get if Ketramos is online. So it's actually it's a synergistic card draw card. So
it's a nice flexible hate card with some additional Ketramos synergy. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool deck. Remind me a bit later, Ben. I don't have it on me now for the stream, but I janked real hard while making this. So much so that I made a deck map, which is a web of all of the cards and how they relate to each other, written visually on paper. And
like one of those cork boards with red strings on them that you hang up on the wall. Yeah. Okay.
So remind me to send that, and we may post it on one of our community pages or something because it is impressive.
Do it up. For now, though, shall we get back to the Jank-Off?
Let's do it.
All right. So, folks, we're both streaming. If you want to see both of our hands, pull up both streams. You can mute one of us. The audio should come through both ways. Can you send an invite?
Yeah.
Albino Cheese Monkey?
I'm surprised you still trust me to do it after the number of times that I've...
Well, usually I send the first one, so I have best of 1 already plugged in. So I was kind of hoping you'd have best of 3 plugged in, you know.
But you know what I didn't do this time? Was accidentally join the ladder. Well,
that's good. All right, let's keep some gates.
Let's get down to business. Now, the one thing I forgot to do is I was going to change my pet to, like, that Egyptian cat that I have.
Okay.
But
I have a rock.
But do take a close look at the land art that I chose, because I wanted to get thematic with this one. I can't.
No lands, no keep.
Yeah, I can't do that. Wow, that's...
I guess we'll have to keep this.
I can't keep this either.
Thank you, Hee for the follow.
Oh boy. Ben, this is bad.
Mine's not great either, if that makes you feel any better.
I had to mulligan down to 4, because none of the other hands had anything castable. It was rough, and it made me sad.
All my cards are castable if I can draw lands.
I guess that's one way to look at it. But your deck is so fast that I'm worried I can't keep up.
so fast. We're like turn 10? Yeah. So silly. Can't be having that kind of speed.
That's like 1 gate a turn. You need 10 of them. Oh boy.
Fear my authority.
I have 2 cards in hand. Oh.
I'm going to try to have more cards in hand.
Right.
Oh, I might have misplayed there. Oh well. Well, Clue will help.
It will. When I sacrifice it.
No, stop hating on my books. Book burner.
It's not the first time.
Yikes.
I'm actually going to go after this.
Okay, well, I'm actually going to protect it with... Oh, nope, never mind. I had that misplay that I made last turn. Come back to bite me. I play nothing and pass.
Interesting. Did you notice that the cards do a little flip before they attack an invasion? And it doesn't do it for all of them, and I don't know why.
I haven't noticed that. We'll give you some extra value.
Thank you. See, now
What's
I
the
am
play?
glad
What's the
that
play?
I... 2 target cards from a single graveyard. No. Okay, I'll just do 1. Now I am glad that I mainboarded this, because it's... There we go.
You can cycle it for value. Honestly, 2 mana targeted graveyard hate isn't that bad versus plenty of best of 1 decks. Okay. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I don't like this, but gotta get up my cutie Rudy.
I've never seen the card, and now every time I see it, which will probably be never, what I'll always refer to it as.
Yep, the cutie Rudy. And you're gonna flip that invasion.
Yeah, it doesn't do much yet, but it is an artifact that I can use or sack later. The Holy Frazzle Cannon.
Holy Frazzle Cannon!
The hits just keep on coming. Oh, did you look at my land selection? The plains?
Oh, not yet. Oh, okay, that's is that a Tarkiri land? I don't know my set symbols.
It is. More importantly, it's a desert, because that's where we've been exiled to. But we're coming for the
Wait, I thought you were the ones doing the exiling.
Out of spite for being exiled in the first place, remember? We talked about this.
So you're exiling in spite for being exiled. That sounds...
I feel like the Hebrews
selfish.
did that, right?
No, they just more, at least in the biblical tradition, just murdered.
What's the difference?
Well, one gets around indestructible.
Oh, that's fair. That's true. Wait, what is your land count? It's concerningly high. Your gate count.
I guess I should count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 7.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm gonna try something.
I hope it doesn't work. That was mean, and I apologize.
No, we're opponents. It's okay.
Frenemies.
Okay, how many lands is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gates. Okay, that's an interesting number. But you know what's better than 9 gates?
No.
10 gates, baby!
I gotta go
Gate
faster!
kept. That was pretty fast for me. The deck speeds up a lot once Spelunking's down.
Alright. Sideboard time.
Well, that could be good. That could be good. These look good. I don't think these do anything. I might want those.
Okay. Are you gonna suddenly sideboard a bunch of creatures and make me wish that I had...
The old juke 'em out.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like this card is not safe, chat, so we may have to go down it.
I'm gonna take a risk. Take a risk.
I don't think this is relevant.
Interesting.
Maybe we'll take a risk also.
There's a lot of cards in here because of the sheer volume of planeswalkers I see on a daily basis, which is something we've talked about as a disparity in our experiences.
Wait, you mean like actual planeswalkers in play?
Oh, yeah.
Like people play planeswalkers against you? Like
Yeah.
Which ones? I only see Jace.
Control decks, aggro decks, so many Lilianas, so many Chandras.
I don't see those. Maybe
Mostly-
the occasional Lily.
Mostly Lilianas and Chandras and Jaces.
I see Jace. Jace a lot.
This is good.
Well, this is good. This is good.
This is a good starting hand. We like this.
These are good starting hands. Yeah.
The tap land's a little unfortunate, but it's
Welcome to my world, baby. Tippity tappity.
I can't say I like it. Okay.
He may be a novice, but he's really inspecting.
He really is.
And I think we got a pretty good next couple turns lined up, chat. And our opponent's not applying really any pressure. That's what we want to see. Can you beat my frog? Oh man, I don't want planes. That's supposed to be in the deck. I honestly wonder if I should even be running base, like just my 1 force and 1 planes in this deck. Like, I put them in there for demolition fields, but it's not really about sheer count of lands, it's about count of gates. And having those basics doesn't help with that. Value! Look at that caretaker's talent value.
Should have played that. Well, I'm not attacking, so it's fine.
Haha, the frog is holding him off.
He's a scary boy.
Look at that. He's got a 2-power booty there. That's some good stuff. Let's put that in. Maybe one of these. And if things go as they have been, this tome is not long for this world.
Actually, in this case, I want your lands to keep coming in tapped.
Hey, I want my lands to keep coming in untapped. So weird that we want different things in a competitive game.
I am going to attack now because of my overwhelming force.
It's tempting to pick off the Ichor Drinker, but it just comes back stronger.
You know, it was kind of interesting when I looked at the card closely and realized what was happening. That vampire really wants some of that oil. Or Ichor.
Oh, it's a Phyrexian vampire.
Yes, and the Phyrexian is willing to oblige, very much so. This looks like consensual Ichor drinking to me.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's do that. And then some of that. Might have buffed that one. Actually, no. I think this is good. Manual taps. Yo, I heard the gates. Here's another gate.
Oh my gosh, your deck is so
I should
fast.
take a gate count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 6. Of course, I did not expect anyone to be telling me how fast my gates deck was.
Oh
so this is a pleasant surprise. Young Grasshopper, perhaps it is not my deck that is fast, but yours that is slow.
You got any more gates in there? I mean, it's got to be a non-land, but
No, you're just
take a peek.
removing my tomes, as always.
I hate books.
No. Why is it that I can never play Mazebind tomes without you removing them? This was the problem as early as episode 3. Where I played Doppeljank, one of my favorite decks to be featured on this series.
One, 2, 3, 4.
Like cards?
5, 6. Okay, notably, 2 of those are not gates.
Yeah. You were correct.
And you already have a Simic.
Yep.
This is called gate counting, folks. You gotta know how to do it if you want to counter the meta. I love Jank.
Don't we all? Chat, I hope you all love Jank too, because that's what we're doing all night. And by all night, I mean usually we go about 2 hours.
About 2 hours.
So again, if you tell someone that you'll go all night with them and go about 2 hours, it's pretty good.
Until you tell them that you plan on being janking the whole time.
Oh, fair.
Alright, so I did sideboard in some hand hate. Now, generally, a lot of the...
Oh, fire it off, fire it off.
A lot... Love what I'm seeing there.
Behold all my duplicate gates.
Oh, you're the worst.
Can't hang on my hand if it ain't nothing. Man, this frog is a real warrior. Doing some serious work here.
You really is.
Wait, is that your second cease this game?
No, that was...
Oh, must have been last game.
Yeah.
Okay. I think my strategy of blocking the inspector is still the best one, so I'll keep doing that.
It is.
And it's gate time. Well, I don't think this is the final gate.
It's not. 1, 2, 3.
All right, gate count.
You're at 8.
8 gate.
Which one are you missing?
Well, I'm missing. If my 8 gate, technically I'm missing 3. I have 11 possible gates in this deck. Interesting card. I don't think we need it, so we'll do that and pass. I think you're dead next turn.
Yeah.
Unless you have some sideboard tech.
I do. I didn't draw it, though.
Ketra Rinkinicker.
So this deck is a control deck disguised as a beatdown deck. Or a beatdown deck disguised as a control deck, actually. What it's not equipped to deal with
Is a frog.
Is people whose win condition
Oh no, I forgot to fire off my gate.
is...
My maze end. I might still be able to do it.
You still win.
No, because I'm at 8, remember?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I would need a gate I don't have in hand, which I might actually have. I should have, to ensure victory, fired off my maze's end on your end step, but I forgot. But I can do that. Right, okay, we're good, yeah, because play down maze's end again, activate maze's end again. This time we'll go Gruul. Gate kept. Wow, okay, I didn't expect to be keeping gates this hard. Want to go one more?
Yeah, it's fast, man. I don't know how to stop you. Well, I do know how to stop you. And it's in the sideboard. But
Alright, send the challenge.
But you gotta draw it. That's the problem.
What could it be? What could you have in your sideboard? Oh, you want to play a best of 1 game?
No, I don't.
No, I do not accept.
I don't know why you you still trust me to do this. Or maybe you don't trust me. You want me to better myself by learning to do it right. Oh, I gotta hit play.
If you want to play, gotta hit play. It's play to play around here, folks.
What?
I get pay to play.
No, you play to pay.
No.
No, you play to...
I think we're losing the losing the thread. All right, this is keepable. We got some good plays.
Keepable.
We have this, which is something we need definitely.
Notably, you're not doing a lot of... Well, I guess... So, like I said, this deck does so well against people who run Graveyard Hate, Exile.
I run some of that, but it's mostly sideboard.
Yeah. I don't actually need that.
But how are you going to remove my tomes?
I just realized I'm going to regret that when you throw down a book.
No book, just High Noon. A card you know well.
That's true.
I don't think it's particularly good against this deck, but it's in there.
I'm going to get rid of it.
Oh, okay. I'd honestly rather you get rid of that than my authority for now. Alright, look out. He's here. Oh lord, he coming, that boy.
Come on,
oh no.
Moses. He's holding the line.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. We're one off. Actually, no, this is still a good play. Let's see. We can go green. Always go green, folks.
I've learned.
We'll just plop that in.
I'm learning. You know, before we started janking off together, I would have told you my favorite colors pairs are number 1, Orzhov, number 2, Azorius, number 3...
Azorius. Anus.
Number 3... What would number 3 have been? That's a good question.
Doesn't matter, it's in the past.
That's right, it's in the past. Basically, Selesnya is number 2 now behind Azorius, and it's really close. Or not, sorry, behind Orzhov, and it's really close. See, I was all
you've played
set.
a couple Selesnya decks.
I was all set and ready to remove your dastardly frog, the most powerful creature in this game, and you go and lay down another one.
Well, you're gonna hate my next play. Okay, let's get some Cutie Rudy going.
It shows you really how much in games like these matchups matter, because, like, Clifftop Lookout was a piece, but not the central theme of Fekin Butts. And here, he's really putting in a lot of work.
Alright, what can I do here? 1, 2, 3... I wish I was able to cast 2 more spells, but I think I'm 1 short whichever way I go. Yeah, I'm 1 short whichever way I go, so I should cast the bigger one. Oh, no, I need you. Okay, so we want this one, this one. Not a lot of other good choices. So a strategy tip, folks. When you're choosing Omen Path Journey, it is vulnerable to removal. So it's best not to pick too many unique lands, because we only have 11 unique gates in the deck. And if you put too many of them under Omen Path Journey, removing Omen Path Journey means Maze's End can no longer win. So we have to... Unfortunately, it looks like I can only put 3 under there without too much risk. Means we'll get to the ones we put under more consistently.
Notably, I just realized they count towards Ketramos.
They do, yeah.
Huh.
They are cards in exile. They'll de-exile themselves gradually, but...
Interesting. I'm gonna draw a card.
Yeah, it's a card game. It's one of the best things to do. Uh-oh. Is someone collecting evidence? Oh no, just ceasing. That's fine.
Ooh.
Oh, Ketramos, almost on. So close to turned on.
I've got to go for you.
I'm at 19. Got bad news. Let's do a gate count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
With some luck, we might have it here, folks. Let's see what we can do. Third lookout. Hits a duplicate. Okay. I think that means it's unlikely that we'll do it, but it's still possible. Maze's End can snag Rakdos and then go back into play. No reason not to play this. I'm empty-handed, and if I hit the Gruul Guild Gate, I win. Not yet. Actually, hang on. Wait a moment before I advance. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think you can grab it, right? 1.
No, I might be my mana short because I have to use. No, I have to use 3. I have to trigger both my Maze's End.
Oh, really? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is it always counting with your decks, Ben? Be more like Ketramos. You know, he's got.
I'm 1 mana short of activating both. Normally, with Spelunking, I could activate 1. The land comes into play untapped, but that only leaves me with 2 untapped gates plus Maze's End. I need 3 untapped lands plus Maze's End. So I just have to survive this turn, and I should have it. You came prepared to deal with creatures. And I do have them. This isn't a creatureless deck.
It's true.
They just suck. They're not the win con.
They're really getting you towards it. Do you already have a Gruul Gate?
No, that's why I needed it to be Gruul Gate and not my
You're
duplicate
not gonna
Maze's
get
End.
one.
Okay, that's fine. I have another one stored up. I have 2 Gruul Guild Gates in my deck. That's why I was willing to put one under Maze's End. Sorry, one under Omen Path. Gets removed. I can still fetch the other one. Alright. There's Ketra Moses crossing on over that Red Sea. Going into the red zone, as they say, in MTG. It doesn't matter, but we'll block like this. Because I want to end this game at 19 or 20 life.
Why? Why is that important to you?
It just meant I didn't,
So
didn't attack
attacking,
much.
destroying the battle, lets me,
Draw a card.
draw a card.
I don't think you have a card that can get you out of this.
No, because I don't. It's really hard to exile lands.
Oh, I had the win. Wait, did I miscount?
Man, it's so hard to
Hang
exile
on.
lands.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I guess I miscounted. I did have the win. I'm sorry for letting you go through the whole turn. I mean, there's maybe a case for Demo Field in your deck.
Ooh.
If you have Rest in Peace plus Demo Field, then you're not destroying them, you're exiling them.
Yeah.
But
I did run Rest in Peace for a while. When his deck was, as always, I attempt the turbo version. And Tarian's Journal, which discards your hand, and Rest in Peace was the combo to turbocharge Ketramos. Get him online very fast. Are you looking up Tarian's Journal now?
no, it was a sideboarding.
Oh, yeah.
I'll look up Tarian's Journal. For chat.
Sideboard.
I'm done now.
So if you want to run the janky turbo version, I suggest Tarian's Journal and Rest in Peace.
For this Jank-Off, I started the opposite way around with a mid-rangey Gates build with like Gateway Colossus and Archway Angel and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just needed to. It wasn't fast enough. It wasn't good enough. I just needed a turbo in on just play lands, no other win cons. Discard your hand. Cast creep spell for your graveyard. Okay.
The second part is irrelevant. It's about discarding your hand, and then it's a bit wonky because then you have to draw into Rest in Peace, but it was the fastest way I could find to get 7 things exiled. I guess it's faster to just play 4 copies of Leyline of the Void and hope you hit one, and then just play a discard deck. That would also be another way to do it.
Yeah, I think Leyline of the Void might be good in your deck because it leaves your own graveyard intact if you need it.
I would just want ways to cantrip it out of my hand when I draw later, because I hate the Leylines for that.
That's true. I am testing a deck with Leyline in it that makes pretty good use of it.
I probably shouldn't. I have a meme deck that relies on mulliganing for a Leyline. I'll save it though.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
I'll save it. You never know when the viewers might need to laugh. Maybe one of them will.
I look forward to that day.
Now, Ben, I drew a sideboard card that's going to make you fear.
Okay. Show it to me. That could be bad. That could be bad. Just gotta rush these gates into play then.
And notably, it's not a card that I left in here just because I was playing you, though that certainly was a factor. It also is helpful because oftentimes, if you're doing like the Ghost Vacuum strategy, your opponent runs out of stuff to exile. And you're like, please, just throw a few more things in there so I could exile them, please.
You know, technically with Realmbreaker, you might be able to get a Gates win, a Mace's End win, off my deck.
Oh.
All you gotta deal is steal 10 Gates plus Mace's End.
We're playing this matchup for 2 hours until that happens. Alright, what do you've got Selesnya, you've got Orzhov.
I have neither of those.
Okay. And you're running like 2 ofs or 3 ofs of all these, right? I forgot.
It depends. I have a formula for determining how many of copies of each to run, so that I can look when I'm looking through my deck to fetch lands. I can quickly know which ones are already fetched out.
And I can't remember. Do you have a way of getting lands out of the graveyard?
Maybe.
All right, well,
they'll certainly exist in Standard.
This card is the best land you could possibly have in this deck.
Wait a minute. What if you want to leave that Gruul Guildgate in the library? I mean, my graveyard for Realmbreaker to steal.
Oh, I forgot. I'm already messing up my new win condition. It's so new to me.
It's okay. I can tell you that you can still pull it off.
We're gonna do
you just
this
have to
for the memes.
Okay.
I probably should do the Authority of the Consuls because it does help keep you alive, but I just can't help it burn your books, man. It's just...
Well, I've got something for that. I'm going to willingly give up Authority of the Consuls because I'm sending you a cease and desist.
Okay. Oh, you have one too? Oh.
Just one.
Now, this is a card that I do play.
Shadow Backstreet, yes.
No, the card I'm about to play is one that I always sideboard in game 2 no matter what, every time.
Against me?
No, against all players.
Oh, against all players? Well, then why not just put it in your main board?
Because, you'll see. Maybe I should, actually. You'll see. But it's going to particularly hurt you. So, what are you missing? You've got Selesnya, you've got Orzhov, you've got Boros, you've got Rakdos.
I've only got 4 gates, yeah.
But you've already got Selesnya. That's annoying. What's another green one that would...
Oh, I think I know what card you might have.
I don't see Golgari. Let's go for Golgari.
Yeah, you stole one of mine, but that means if you get out all Golgari, then I can't fetch another the Golgari. So now that you've cast that, you've already chosen the name, right?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Should I choose a different name?
No, Golgari is actually a pretty good one.
Okay. I've chosen Golgari. There it is. There's one of them.
So you should choose Maze's End when you cast that.
Oh, duh! That's okay.
That would leave me in quite the pickle.
It really would.
Now I know to get out my Maze's End sooner.
It'd be up to you and the frog. I considered mainboarding it, but I'm not a good enough player to know. In fact, embarrassingly, while I was playing, I picked the wrong Sheoldred, and I just had to stare awkwardly as the card whiffed, and the Sheoldred stared in their hand that I knew was in their hand, came and killed me, and I was like, it was the apocalypse!
There's 2 Sheoldreds in Standard, and only one really sees play.
Yeah. So, that was awkward. Let's put another card in exile.
Okay.
So,
am I casting the Sunfall?
You might.
No.
I'll give it one more turn. You know, maybe I'll put more things down.
Well, you know about it, so like, why would you?
Because I don't know.
I will say casting my Sunfall means I can't get down my tome this turn, so I'm gonna see if you have a way of turning Catcher Mouse on. Why? Okay.
Because I want to draw a card with Caretaker.
You can draw a card, but you could draw a card next turn and not lose your Inspector. I guess you don't care about the Inspector because my
not really.
Banger frog. Tome!
I should have done the frog. What was I thinking? I just hate books so much. I want to seal them from existence.
We drew a good card, chat. Okay, but can we play this card and that other card? No, definitely not.
Yeah, so I don't... The reason I don't mainboard Agent of Vendetta is because I don't feel confident enough that I'll use it right until I play one game and see their whole deck. Like with the End or something. I get it could be mainboardable, especially by a more skilled player.
I guess we just have to do this. The sun, it falls.
I actually don't mind that.
You probably have another catch Ramos in hand, I know. But I have a 4/4. Win con unlocked if you manage to steal all my gates.
Should I make a food or a token? Well, let's do a food. You're not really... Or not a... Let's do a clue. Okay.
Yeah, it draws a card.
We're gonna start coming in.
Oh no! My sugar! It's gonna devour all my sugar. Well, I've got a 4/4 blocker that
Ooh,
against your 2 menace creatures.
that's rough. For me.
Alright, let's see here.
I should consider putting Demolition Field in here, just because this is, like I said, a beatdown deck masquerading as a control deck. So it wouldn't be unreasonable. I just don't. I don't run into many people playing anything other than like, what's the one that makes the 1/1 Phyrexian tokens?
The one that makes the 1/1 Phyrexian tokens.
With Toxic.
I'm sorry, I'm doing game math.
Sorry. I mean, can you still do it without the Golgari Guild gates?
Yes, because I have 11 unique
right,
gates.
yeah.
I also would have conceded it, probably.
Duly noted.
Okay, my hot house is solved. It's getting hot in here. Mirex. Mirex is what you were
Mirrex,
looking
yeah,
for.
I run into that one a lot.
Mirex is a good card. Okay, gate count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's this? Extracting a confession.
I run that as a
Why?
1/of because it draws a card.
Okay, that's fine.
And
My
because
creature couldn't block you anyway.
that's fair. But it also draws me a card, which is nice.
Alright, chat. Looks like we have to win this turn or sweep this turn. And chat can see what's on top of my deck.
Chat can.
Yes, chat can because I can. So watch my stream, chat, so you can see what's on top of my deck.
I'm gonna pop this now to see if I get anything else useful.
You do have a lot of lands.
Yeah.
You're almost rivaling me with the achievement. Okay, on top of my deck, that won't win, but it'll help. So we'll start here.
Oh no, a book.
I think the safe route is to just do this for now. Okay, now we tap. Our maze will end. We want you. Does that do anything for us? No. Okay. So we're going to drop you off. Oh, I guess we have another land drop. So we could try... this.
One, two, three.
We already have that one. I guess we had even more land than I thought.
You're at 8.
I think we just got to do this. Alright, well I did not win and I did not sweep. So can I make it through this turn? That is the question.
I don't need that anymore.
Gates count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with 2 mazes end. Which does mean You have to kill me this turn.
Or do this.
No, my non-basic land. Let's see. So you have... Okay.
You didn't already have an Azorius, right? I didn't miss that.
You didn't miss that.
Okay. I forgot to side out on Day of Judgments.
I mean, they clean up frogs.
That's
In case
true.
you ever need to do that.
I feel like there's an easier way to do that. I'm gonna hit you.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you to get lost.
Fine.
Do you have a protection effect?
No, but I'll go ahead and do this. Draw 3.
Draw 3? Just 2, right? Okay, well I survive. The sweet sugary maw.
What? Do you have anything you like here? Do you like looking at the top of your library? Does that help you?
I like looking at the top of my library. But I think it doesn't matter what non-lands you remove here. There wasn't any single card that would prevent a win this next turn, but I think your best shot was taking out one of my Maze's End. Given the cards that are in my library. But you don't know those necessarily. Okay, so now I have to be very careful to only pick ones that... Okay, you destroyed Azorius, so I can pick Azorius. And then I think that means my 11th gate wins. No? What am I missing? Selesnya, Orzhov, Boros, Rakdos, Portal, Azorius, Izzet, Dimir, Simic. Okay, I'm missing one. That's fine. We have Maze's End. What one am I missing? Gruul? Right, because the other Gruul is under there. Okay, sorry for the delay. There we go.
I really thought I had that one.
You've been gate kept. No, the question is... Clearly I can execute my strategy. Is there any deck you'd rather play against?
No, we're gonna keep going. I can't lose to this.
What? You can't lose to what I proclaimed was my worst deck.
Yes.
But it's so bad. You had the tools. You scared me that last game.
All right, let's go.
Realmbreaker and Ray of Ruin, which, by the way, is my one of my favorite card names. But it's just not a playable card, unfortunately. Send me the challenge. You've already got it put in, I bet.
Yep.
Ray of Ruin. Almost ruined my day.
I know how to beat it now. See, that's the thing.
Yep. Interact with lands or go fast. Usually going fast is easier.
Yeah.
To be fair, a fair amount of my deck also gets sided out. It's not particularly good in this matchup. So at least there's some parity there. Okay, you don't have Ancient Vendetta or Ray of Ruin or Realmbreaker main board, I assume. So, ooh, this hand is not looking that great. Backstreet's back.
All right. Notably, I run a lot more surveillance than I usually would.
Yeah, there's some cards that benefit from being in your graveyard or being exiled from your graveyard. Okay, so here I think...
Most people who are playing this I saw are doing, like, basically an Orzhov discard strategy, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess that puts that in the graveyard so that you can scoop it up, but it feels so slow. Why can't I just, like, remove them from the field? But there might be something to that.
Yeah, there are some playable exile from hand cards. Oh, it doesn't trigger from hand, does it?
No, that's why I would have gone into it.
Yeah.
That was instant speed. Could have done that better. That's okay.
Oh, I guess we keep that. Yeah, I think that was the right keep. Because now we can go here. Ewan. And then you choosing white. And pass. Gotta balance my white and green requirements. Oh gosh, what does this card do?
I explained it to you.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I remember. Revealed an exile card from a graveyard. Okay, you can exile a card from a graveyard.
Finally, a breakthrough.
We'll give you another card from exile from a graveyard. Okay, it's possible I should be saving this for your sugar daddy up there, but I have more ways to deal with creatures than I do with planeswalkers, especially pre-board. So, do we want that? Honestly, let's see here. We might want that. Cutie Rudy. Getting Demir and Izzet. And then Cutie Rudy again. Getting Rakdos and Azorius. Pass turn. Gate count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, desist. Desist.
Don't you mean cease? You don't want me to desist.
I don't want you to cease either.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we got it, folks. Let me make sure everything lines up. Because we can Cutie Rooty for a third time, fetching Boros Golgari. They don't come into play untapped anymore, but I think this is... Okay, I should count, just to be sure. Okay, count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is a good number of gates. But you know what's an even better number of gates?
8.
No, better for me. I like 10.
Gosh,
10 gates.
you're just like Jericho, man. Constantly trying to keep us out.
Not enough time to march around the wall 7 times?
Yeah, no. No.
Do we want this? Actually, we might want this. And those, and definitely that. I don't think we care about these. This. And this is dangerous. We're good?
And that. I know what to call now.
Yes, I'm a bit worried about that.
So actually, the actual win condition is... The alternate win condition is token beatdown as well, which you haven't gotten to see yet, because your deck is too fast.
Just too fast.
Yeah, I mean, I have 10 turns to win, and that's a win. And if I don't win in 10 turns, you know, I'm done for. And that's fast, let me tell you.
They call me the speed demon.
That's right. No, that's a
Actually,
card. That's a card.
Oh, you're right.
No, yeah.
Well, that's what I was referencing, but I don't know if I actually own that card. I don't think I own any copies of that card. I certainly haven't played it.
I think so. You know what was lived rent free in my head and didn't even come close, but got onto like the maybe board of this deck was that 1 mana black vehicle that has 13 power but loses 1 power for every health you have.
The Last Ride.
Yeah, so... I was really, really excited because when I first read it, I thought you could get yourself to negative health, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Can't you get yourself to negative health?
You can.
Oh, right. Well, you can, but it doesn't get above 13.
Yeah, math-wise, it doesn't pump it up. As if you would need it to be higher than 13, but...
The math doesn't math.
Yeah, well, specifically, the game considers any negative value to be 0 in that type of calculation for some stupid reason. Stupid, nonsensical, fun-hating reasons. I guess none of that will matter when the only cheese I do an infinite amount of damage to you combo left is just going to be that cactus.
Oh, I forgot about that cactus. Man, I feel sad today now.
I didn't mean to do that to you. I'm sorry. Alright, get all of these frogs out of your deck.
No, my frogs!
I'm sick of looking at them.
They're my blockers.
In fact, they were
My
gonna
1/2 blockers.
They were gonna feature in a deck coming soon, and I think I'm gonna take them out of spite.
I've already played too many frogs on the show, man. Between this and fecund butts.
They were in Helga's Friends?
I don't think so. Well, you did see my hand, so
Yeah.
I don't think
Again,
that
I don't
is going to get
mind.
any better. Yeah. You do have 4 catcher most, right?
Yeah. I highly expect... Because before he turns on, I play him early because he's a value engine. And I very much expect him to get removed one way or another. Though many times he does not, because most people just kind of pack straight destruction. Because it's cheaper.
Yeah, they don't know the
And
true way of the exile.
the amount of people who attacked in with death touch expecting him to die has also been surprising.
Yeah. Alright, information is face up. Gate count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you have an active Ketros.
An act from Ketramos.
Kaya!
What does this card do again?
I don't know. I know it exiles cards from graveyards and creates tokens, and then maybe can other
I
stuff.
speed up
Okay.
the win, so I need more things to hit you with.
Yeah, I think that's the move. That also prevents me from swinging in with my incubate at Kaya, so instead I'm just going to cast Get Lost.
She's really cool when, she doesn't get removed.
Yeah, I have had removal for her every time somehow, so it does make her worse. Alright, what don't I have? Golgari is my favorite color combination. Let's get some of that in there.
Man, I was hoping for some more exile removal from you, Ben, but it's just been Sunfall, which granted is the best of them for me.
I can only run so much removal in this deck, so I have to make it the whole board removal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ashiok! Alright, gate count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's life. I like life.
True.
I mean, not that much, but in the game of Magic, I'd rather have life points than not. Okay, so I have bad news for you. I think I have the win. So I don't need to cast my Paw Patch. I hope. I will activate my Incubate just in case using this mana. But let's see here. So gate count is once again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 unique gates. You saw there's a Simic Guild gate in my hands. That's 9. And then, you know what's better than 9 gates?
I think
I would say
7 is the ideal number of gates.
10 gates is better than 9 gates.
Man, I just don't have any land hate. I was doomed from the start.
Get gated!
Are you sure this
Alright.
isn't a meta deck? Because, like...
Dude, no! It's terrible on the ladder.
Alright,
Let's do a deck review, folks. So, when you're playing Gatekeeper on the ladder, first of all, it sucks. Also keep you alive. You still suck against Domain. They just have ridiculous nut draw potential and the ability to go into the late game. You suck against aggro because they're just too fast. You usually suck against Pixie because they can just remove too many pieces from your hand too quickly, and you need a lot of pieces to get 10 lands into play to win. Mid-range is usually your best matchup if you're playing Gatekeeper. They're usually not that fast, and they're usually not that disruptive. They usually come prepared for creature matchups, and we don't have any creatures worth removing. So we lucked out in our Jank-Off here tonight in going up against a pretty mid-rangey deck that just wants to accumulate value, be very efficient, and draw lots of cards and exile all your opponent's stuff. And then half our stuff couldn't be exiled from them. And we didn't really care about the cards that they drew because they just needed to deploy their clock faster. And their bottleneck was mana, not cards, usually.
Yep.
So that's Gates. Tell us about Ketra Moses.
Ketra Moses is a really, really fun card deck to play on the ladder. It has about a 50% win rate on the ladder because of the just sheer amount of removal. That usually you prefer it to be exile removal, which is not always. But people who aren't running exile removal can't remove Ketramos, and people who are running exile removal play Sunfall and the like, and exile your Ketramos and all of your stuff, and then immediately turn on the second copy in your hand, which is really nice.
Every time I Sunfalled you, you just had another Ketramos, and then it could immediately attack me.
Struggles against aggro because the life gain is non-existent and it burns itself. It's almost impossible to win against burn decks, which it's rough. Burn decks are rough.
You need to turn that on quickly.
Yeah, because the way the deck works is as soon as you turn on Ketramos, you can, as long as you're at 1 health, you'll win the game with like 15 to 20 health because you've beat them down with a 4/4 lifelinker. So, yeah, because it's so strong against a lot of the decks that you go against, the removal-based control decks, I outvalued a Domain deck. That felt really great. Yeah, they just ran out of cards, and I didn't. It was fantastic. And
All right.
So yeah, so it's really, 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 really good against other mid-range decks and other exile-based removal control decks. Really, really bad against fast decks like your mazes.
Fast decks, 10 lands to win decks.
Yeah, that was rough.
All right, so we can award the Power Jank Award.
Oh, you get both, man. You won with
Gateskeeper.
Gates.
Yeah, I think I did. You know, I didn't even think about it until now. I guess I do get the Jank Award too.
That's amazing.
Wow, that's only my second time.
Yeah, it is. You really, really janked it.
I should really play base Selesnya more because that's how Doppeljank did it too.
What I want to do now is I had to restart my game. So people on my stream are looking at your deck list right now while I restart.
I should restart my game also. Yeah.
Because I ran into the white box issue.
I did too. The same game. Yep.
And I'm gonna play a faster deck against your mazes to make myself feel better.
Are you sure you don't want to play Ketramos against something of mine? I could play something mid-rangey and control-y and exile-y.
Okay, yeah, we'll try that. We'll see how it does. Because this deck is really, really cool. I just didn't expect. I just didn't expect lands as a win condition to be the literal Achilles heel.
You should have expected more lands as a win condition, to be fair.
I did.
Given
I did put Ray of Ruin in there.
I was like, what's Ray of Ruin doing in that sideboard? And then I realized, it can remove lands. Once you cast it on my land.
Yeah. I should have put Demolition Field in, which is a card that could work in the deck even outside of our internal. Funny thing about metas, what a lot of people don't think about is that meta is actually just kind of a general term for the environment that the game is being played in. So we've had over 10 episodes now, which means we have developed a meta very specific to us. And, you know, I started to think about it. So I was like, I'm going to craft a Ray of Ruin and put that in here. Why not?
Okay.
It's coming.
Okay. All right, so what would you like to play against? I can offer you Doppeljank from episode 3, I believe. Robe Greenbird from episode 2. I'm not even going to offer Mountain Power from episode 1 because it just is going to suck so much against your deck. It's not even... Actually, I might have some game. It might be fast enough, but Catcher will also just be too much of a problem,
Let's
I think.
try Doppeljank. Everyone loves a good Doppeljank, I think.
Doppeljank? Well, we did that one as a bonus game last episode.
Oh, that's true.
We've also got Nissa's X in mono green. We can bring some bugs to the yard. Actually, no, that will suck because you just exile them all. We can play Azoriax. Only Lords.
Ooh, Only Lords might be fun.
Okay. That's what you said last time, and then I said, oh, but it's my most powerful deck, and you said, okay, no. But this is a powerful deck of yours.
It's true. Believe it or not, after what you've seen today.
All right, send me the challenge,
All right.
and you will see Only Lords as our bonus game.
I will say Ride to Survive still has a better win rate on the ladder. So Ride to Survive, to this point, is still my most powerful, winningest Jank deck.
It can definitely cheese out the wins faster.
Yeah.
Ketramos, you have to play carefully, and I think it probably is the more powerful deck if you do play carefully. It's less reliant on luck, but...
And if you exile their Maze's End. All of them.
Oh, that too. Yeah, I would be up a creek without a paddle. I would have to win with... Let me look here. Oh, I can't look right now. One moment. Best of 3, Only Lords. All right, the meme of Only Lords is it's only Overlords. I got 3 of the... It's a Naya. I got 4 of the white one, 4 of the green one, 4 of the red one. Good stuff. Those are my only
What
creatures.
about the Flood Pits? Oh, you
The what's?
skipping out on the Flood Pits.
I can only run so many colors and so many Lords, you know?
I think you just gotta try harder.
This is a kind of stinky hand.
This is a good hand, especially against what I'm playing.
I might mulligan it knowing what I'm playing against. This is not much better, but keepable.
Well, this isn't great. Because notably, the Overlords are not creatures while they are enchantments, right?
Yes. While they have impending counters on them, they're just enchantments.
I need to build another snake deck. That'll make me feel better. That's how I make myself feel better. I build another Rottenmouth Viper deck. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, when's Orjaw Viper coming to the Jank-Off?
Honestly,
We've seen Golgari Viper.
Well, Esper Viper was my first deck ever, but I don't know if I'll ever get that one to work right. Orzhov Viper could happen.
I will say, if I'm going to build a Viper deck, and I'm thinking about it, I would build Rakdos Viper. That's something you haven't done yet, and I might be one.
In the bonus games, we could Rakdos Viper would work. In the bonus games, we could have a Viper down.
Snake Off.
Snake Off.
It's not a Jank-Off, it's a Snake Off. All right, we got colors. Finally have colors. We have all the colors, every one of them. My mana was looking a little sketchy. I kept 2 lands after mulliganing 2 lands. And this deck needs a fair number of lands. Yeah, well, sun falls, everyone dies.
Okay. I accept.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to do that there, chat, but I don't want Ketcher Moses leading them across this blue sea here.
That's so good. Oh, I just noticed. That's great. I don't need to do this yet, but I'm gonna do it before I forget, while you're tapped out. Okay.
Oh, yes, you gotta play around those counterspells in my Naya deck.
That's right. Well, protection. Well, you don't run protection, but someone in green might.
Always run protection, folks. Okay, do as I say, not as I do. I think like protection spells are pretty bad in current standard, but
The
occasionally if you're getting
one was okay, I think. Protective
I don't.
Layers.
I think I disagree. It was good in your Ride to Survive deck because it literally shares a word with your deck title.
That's fair.
But I think Snakeskin Veil is playable in Gruul Mice specifically as the best protection spell in those colors, and protection spell is good there when you're very much targeting your own stuff a lot. I think Shard Mage's Rescue is very good in enchantment-based decks. It's also tutorable with Bright Glass Gear Hulk. I think that's it. I don't think Tyvar's Stand is good enough anymore. I never see it.
What is my
exile this is
count
good.
right now? The exile count is 7.
I wonder why that would be relevant. I feel bad hitting your Inspector, but you haven't rented it. I don't know if your deck has any other really good targets aside from like a Planeswalker. Okay. I'm okay with you 1-for-1-ing. Because I just drew... Oh, I did not mean to tap that.
You didn't know you were going to draw that. Don't even pretend. Whatever it is.
I drew Beans! My favorite card!
Beans!
Alright, this is what makes Only Lords so good, folks. Let's give ourselves a little Surveil. That's the card okay, that's a good card. Let's give ourselves a little incubation action and get in there. You're being attacked.
You know what?
Isn't
I
that
don't
weird?
feel that bad, because I did go 3-1 in this week's Keyforge tournament. So, it's a good record. Made me feel better. At least I know how to play that card game.
Don't feel bad now. I'm just gonna try Lightning Helixing.
Well, okay.
And then Torching.
That's two cards to
does that do it?
To move my land, but
Yeah, but it's a land and a creature, so...
I guess that's fair.
Also, I have Beans on the field now, so... Card advantage simply becomes irrelevant. This is no longer a card game. Because all my bombs just draw more bombs.
The Lords.
Alright, let's give ourselves a scry. Keep that next bomb coming. I kept top. What does that mean?
Yeah. Always running too many lands. I think I got 24 in here.
On guard.
Ridiculous.
Okay, now I think... we chill a little bit and just impend this one. In case you have a Day of Judgment.
That's a lot of lands. Not that I would be able to... I guess I would be able to draw a Day of Judgment. But... alas.
Just because the deck has only Lords doesn't mean I can only produce Lords. I got some bugs.
That's true.
I got some eggs.
Oh, wait, where's...
Alright, what's good against your deck?
Could have sworn I had Pest Control in this deck, but I guess not. Maybe I should sideboard in Ray of Ruin.
Ray of Ruin, the ultimate counter to bend or break decks.
Alright, I don't think Artifact...
No one expects Ray of Ruin.
A whole lot. However notable, your hand isn't just going to be all lands anymore.
Ooh, that's a good card versus you.
So maybe we go with that strategy then? No, wait, no, that's a good card to keep in. Don't take that one out.
Okay, we got a good game plan. The game plan is cast Beans, cast Overlords. Some other stuff along the way, maybe.
Your bugs. They're 2/1s, right?
Yes.
Right. I'm going to sideboard in, as I often do, some cards that we haven't gotten to see yet. And
Yeah,
also some
bonus
cards
game is a good time for that.
that So like I said, there are a couple of removal packages. I start with the general removal package, and I either go more creature heavy or more enchantment heavy, depending on how the first game goes.
We all know that I love my enchantments.
Yes, and I didn't pre-board those for this game because I'm not that mean. I just thought
This is a loose keep, and I
just
not
thought
having good draws.
that the hilarity that would ensue when you saw Ray of Ruin would just be worth it, and I wasn't wrong.
I hope that Ray of Ruin is a meme now. I expect to see that in every black base deck from now on in the sideboard.
I really do. I mean, it's so versatile. 5 mana, exile an artifact, a creature, or a non-basic land, and you get to scry 1.
Oh, scry 1. That's unbeatable value.
That's the part that people often forget.
It's almost as good as draw 1. Okay, our hand gets out better. Hush.
All these kids with their surveilling these days. What about scry, huh? I could use some...
I know that generally surveil is considered to be the better keyword.
Yeah.
I like scry more.
Yeah, I can
Horror! I like knowing that I'll theoretically see the card again. It's like when you say goodbye to a friend.
Yeah.
You don't want to just chuck them in the bin. I know the graveyard is at second hand in some ways.
What do you got in there? So this card works
that
really, really well in this deck. Oh, that's a gross hand.
You want to exile my Torch Tower? That you'll get a spirit.
Honestly, that's tempting. That is tempting. That's a lot. I'm just gonna do that one.
Yeah, I'm a little heavy on Overlords, but just you wait. Eventually I'll draw red mana. Oh, okay, that works too.
I actually almost would have preferred to do Exercise there. Because I don't mind if I get Sunfold in this deck all that much. Which was the reason I built it.
Exercise I have in the sideboard versus artifact decks primarily, but it is also anti-Ketramos.
Kind of. Usually I'm happy when I see it happen to me. Because it turns on the next one.
I want Impendent Overlord here, but I think I want even more to get Bean's value. Oh, that lets me do both.
So
I drew an untapped land.
We're doing our Brawl Jank special. That's what we need to figure out.
We could... I have some ideas.
Next week? Or the week after?
Let's talk after stream. I have some ideas.
Okay.
But anyway, if y'all want to see Standard Brawl, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get that engagement going. Let us know if you want to see some Standard Brawling, because there's channels that do Historic Brawl a fair amount I've seen. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone play much Standard Brawl.
And
it might be an underserved audience.
I think it's more fun, personally.
I think I would also prefer Standard Brawl over Historic.
Even just it's less overwhelming because it's 60 card decks instead of 100.
And I've got a good Standard collection, so
Exactly.
I have most of what I need.
It's kind of funny. My collection is fleshed out in the most recent standards, and yours is fleshed out with Phyrexians. Just because of the
I like Phyrexians.
All right, in your professional, friendly opinion, which Overlord would you hate most for me to remove right now?
Well, I don't have to answer. But this is the bonus game. Boiler Bilges is the card that wins the game if it comes off Impend. In your position, if you have removal for Beanstalk, honestly, removing Beanstalk is probably the move.
I agree, because I've got time to take care of the other things.
And creature removal can eventually take care of them. Beanstalk you can only deal with exile or enchantment. That being said, you know my hand. You're probably just dead either way. I think you missed too many lands.
I did miss quite a few. It's punishing me for complaining about land drops.
Let me just go face.
In general, though, I don't...
My Legion, it is Ashes. You know what? I'm going to bargain it away just to line up just get that scry.
That's smart.
I did think I don't have any better targets for Torch than Ichor Drinker.
Oh, I forgot that your haunt was gonna come off here.
It doesn't matter. I have lethal available because I can attack and then face.
Yeah, I don't really complain about. I know I maybe sometimes when I'm playing with you I complain about lands, but not in general. I'm not really that skeeved.
I'm the same way.
I feel like the lands are like kind of necessary to keep this game somewhat RNG, because the reason I don't play chess is because I'm a fan of a little bit of RNG in my life, even when it goes against me. Because the number of times it goes against me is statistically equal to the number of times it goes against my opponent and helps me. So, like, I don't mind.
Yeah, I think the reason I still enjoy chess is I never bothered to learn openings and strategies and gambits and all that stuff.
That's true, yeah.
If you play on a more casual level without trying to become pro at the game, then that allows you to enjoy games with other people on a similar level. And
I enjoy it in person. I think that's the problem with playing games online a lot, though. Like chess, is that you tend to run into the people who want to win crowd, because
yeah, especially online. Absolutely. Honestly, I don't play chess because I love the game that much. It's more as an interesting game to play with people I care about, you know.
Well, we should play chess sometime.
All right, we'll do that.
Oh, we got 15 minutes.
Bonus chess game? No, that might take more than 15
bonus
minutes.
Chess. Not if it's rapid, baby. Bullet chess.
I can't do bullet chess.
Yeah, I can't either. We would just, well, it might be entertaining because we'd both be clicking randomly. Effectively. What do we got?
I could probably play a game on a 10-minute clock, but
yeah,
it's a little much.
What do we jank? So we had stuff. We got to do a rejank at some point.
Yeah, I'd say now that basically once a deck's gone 10 episodes without being played, I'd say it's fair to just rejank it, you know?
So for me, that would be under the radar. Are you counting bonus games?
I'm not counting bonus games.
Yeah, so for me, that would be under the radar, would be my first opportunity to rejank something. And if I were to rejank it, I would turn it into a Spill the Beans turbo, where the idea would be to draw cards by hitting you, and then having those card draws also mill you, so that I got 2 ways to win.
That sounds more like a Spill the Beans rejank than a under the radar rejank.
It's true, yeah.
You also have Inherited Power available to rejank after this episode's.
That is one I've been wanting to go back to very much so.
Well,
that's a fun deck.
That was episode 2, and we're coming up on episode 12 next week. So,
yeah,
folks,
Inherited Power is a very cool deck.
We Jank-Off every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is 11 p.m. UTC. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to continue to see us jank Standard or play Standard Brawl, let us know in the comments on YouTube, which is where you're probably watching this if you're not watching live on stream now. We both have YouTube channels. Mm-hmm. You can Google them exactly what you'd expect, Albino Cheese Monkey or Ben or Break.
Oh, there's Quilled Great Worm in this sideboard, Ben.
Oh, I remember Quilled Great Worm.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not getting rejanked out. That's staying. That's a key piece.
Now, if only could find a way to work in Ray of Ruin.
I'm gonna play a single. I'm gonna play a set of the Black Verges, just so that I can work in Ray of Ruin somehow.
Honestly, the Verges make splashing pretty easily.
I do.
Especially if your main color is the main color of the Verge.
The main color of the Verge, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason to just not play it, because it makes sideboarding a little bit more fun, I think.
Yeah.
There was a version of Exodus in early testing that had some fun little Dimir stuff going on in the sideboard exclusively. Vren the Relentless, notably, would be a fun sideboard card in that deck as an alternate win condition. For those who don't know, Vren is a Bloomburrow Dimir legendary creature that every turn, not just yours, if an opponent's creature was exiled, it creates that many rat tokens that are 1/1s plus 1/1 for every rat on the field. And it can get out of hand pretty quick.
Rats. So when are you going to build a bats and cats and rats deck?
Oh, well, there may be a bats and cats, but I did not consider adding the rats, and now you might be onto something.
I didn't consider it either. Esper, bats, cats, rats. Esper's where it's ats.
Yeah, it's about time I do another tribal deck, huh? What was my last one? Dragons?
All right, folks. Well, I have a tribal deck coming up in the next few weeks. I've got my next 2 decks all set already, and a 3rd deck mostly done. So, hope to see you all as we move through March and into April.
That's right.
We got some good stuff coming this way, and we'll talk about Standard Brawl after the stream. So keep your eyes out. Hope y'all enjoyed as much as we enjoyed janking off together on this Sunday night.
I always look forward to it. I can't believe it's over already, and I can't believe that I couldn't take down
the lands-based win condition yet again.
He wins again. It's super meta. Oh my gosh. In the jank meta. We now know. We gotta look out, chat.
I've attacked with lands, I've pinged with lands,
all right, Team
I've
Cheese Monkey.
gate-kept with lands, and I've iridescent vine lashered with lands. I love lands.
Team Cheese Monkey, we gotta remember that in the jank meta, it's all about those lands, land-based win conditions.
When are you going to bring a lands-based win condition? Like, when's your head shredder deck? I've heard whispers of a head shredder deck.
It's true. Yeah. There's 2 half-baked janks based around land-based win conditions. So maybe it is my turn. I did try to steal your beans-based win condition last week. Though that was more of a mill deck with beans in it.
I thought that was pretty neat. Turning beans draws into the mill, I liked that.
I thought you would, which is part of the reason
you
did it.
You just had a need for speed. Just a need for speed.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.